Pokemon Sword of Rockruff. This will be fun. Yo, what is going on, guys? King Culp here, and welcome back to another challenge video. In this video, we're going to be taking on the Galar region with the one and only Rockruff. Now, before we get started, I want to remind you guys, if you guys do go on to enjoy the video, be sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this. Now, let's quickly go over the rules. In this video, as per usual, we will not be allowed to use any healing, or no healing in battle. No items, no healing. Anything that would kind of help us in battle, no healing. We are allowing held items, as they are very important for this challenge. I learned that as I was going on through it, but we will not be using any healing items in battle. The second rule is no cheats and or glitches throughout the battle. This means anything that could allow us to skip battles or skip anything that might be important throughout the game. And then the last and not least rule is that we are only allowed to use Rockruff. Now, throughout this video, there is a parts where I will use 2 Rockruffs because you kind of need 2 Rockruffs in order to progress in the story and do anything important. So that is the only exception, but we are only allowed to use Rockruff, nothing else. Now, for this challenge, we're going to be set up a bit differently, as we have to go through it via trade. And thanks to our boy Cypher20k, that's 100% possible. I'll leave a link to his channel down in the description. Be sure to go check him out. He recently posted a challenge video as well. So in terms of the name for Rockruff, I actually decided to name him after our first member, Matt. Should have been Robert. So actually, before heading into Motosoap, Matt actually traded me over some XL candies to help us train. Big thanks to him. If you guys want to go check him out, I'll leave a link to his channel down in the description. And after using just 2 of the XL candies he gave us, it got us to level 39. And to be fair, I didn't think this was going to happen, but we'll probably need the levels anyway in order to take on Nessa and Milo. Once we arrive in Motosoap, we head straight to the gym, where we end up signing up for the gym challenge. We take on some goons, and last but not least, we fight our rival Hop for the first time in this video. Hop's team this time around is absolutely no match for us, as we're quite overleveled. Since everything went down to just 1 move, I figured it's time to move on. Once we decimated Hop, we decided to move towards Tuffield through Route 3, where we run into our other rival, Bede. And we beat him. He was honestly easier than Hop. After demolishing Bede, we head into Tuffield, the location of our first gym, and instantly go to take on Milo. Milo leads with the flower thing, which gets knocked out by 1 crunch. After the flower thing is the stupid Pollen Puff, who we Dynamax against, and take down with only 2 max darknesses, getting us the win in our first gym badge. Once we finish taking down No Nose Man, we head through Route 5, where we run into 2 Yellers, who get absolutely demolished by our Matt. Once we receive a bike and take down 2 goons, we continue down the path of Route 5 and run into Hal once again as he decides to take us on. He leads with his Lulu this time, who gets 1 shot by Crunch. Up next is Hal's Drizzile, who gets taken down by 2 crunches. Last is Hop's Corvisquire, who goes down quite handily to a rock slide from Matt. So, after we destroyed Hop again, we decided to go straight into that one town that Nessa's in to take her on. Our queen leads with Goldeen, who we decide to set up against with 3 Howls. And once that is done, we take her down with just 1 crunch. Up next is Aracuda, who also goes down to just 1 crunch. Up last is her Dreadnought, who gets easily taken down with just 1 max darkness, taking down Nessa and getting us our 2nd badge. After beating Nessa, we go have a very expensive lunch with the chairman. I made him pay for it because I'm poor. Once we eat up, we go into the Galar Cave and take on Bede once again. Once again, he pretty much gets destroyed by Crunch. He's easy. Once journeying deeper into the cave, we find Kabu talking to some Yell goons, and then he lets us know to come to fight him at his gym. After speaking with Kabu, we head straight back into Motosoap and go to the Badu Inn, where we find our next rival, Marnie. She sends out Krogunk, who we're able to take down with just 1 tackle. Next is Scraggy, who goes down to just 2 tackles. Last is her ace, Morpeko, who goes down to just 1 rock slide, getting us the win. After beating Marnie, we head into the gym to take on Kabu. He leads with Ninetales, and after just 2 Howls and 1 max Rockfall, we take down his Ninetales. Up next is Arcanine, who also goes down to just 1 max Rockfall. Last but not least is the old man's G-Max Creepy Crawly, who goes down to just 1 max Rockfall, getting us the kill and our 3rd badge. On our way out of Motosoap, Kabu, our queen, and No Nose Man give us a parting goodbye. After trekking through the wild area and arriving at Hammerlock, I decide to get a nice haircut before heading on to Stow-on-Side in order to make sure I'm looking good for B. After getting the fresh cut, we head into Stow-on-Side, where we fight Hop once again. Hop sends out a blue bird, who goes down to just 1 rock slide. Next is Silly Cobra, who after just 2 crunches goes down. Up next is Drizzile, who after just 1 rock slide goes down. Last is the purple monster thing, who after just 1 rock slide also goes down, getting us a win against Hop once again. After beating Hop, I decided to level up Rockruff and search for the TR for Play Rough before we headed in. B leads with Hitmontop, who after 1 Howl and 1 Play Rough goes down. Next is Pangoro, who I decided to use 1 max Starfall against, taking him down fairly easily. Up next is Surfetch'd, who goes down to just 1 max Starfall. Last but not least is B's G-Max Machamp, who also goes down to just 1 max Starfall, getting us the win in our 4th badge. After beating B, we go to find Beat, who seems to be interested in my younger cousin's painting. He decided to fight us and once again got destroyed by Crunch. He's gonna learn his lesson. Now that we've arrived in this pitiful forest, we go ahead and head into the gym to take on Opal. She leads with her Wheezing, and against her Wheezing, I go ahead and set up a few howls and knock him out with one Rock Slide. Next is her Mawile, who goes down to just one Max Darkness. Last is her G-Max Alcremie, who just as easily goes down to one Max Rockfall, getting us the win and the 5th gym badge. Back in Hammerlock, and once again on our way to take on Hop. Hop leads with Trevenant, who after just one Howl and one Crunch goes down. Up next is Inteleon, who goes down to just one Rock Slide. After Inteleon is Snorlax, who goes down to just 2 Rock Slides. After Snorlax comes Boltund, the sweetest of puppers, who goes down to just one Crunch. Last is Hop's Heatmore, who goes down to just one Rock Slide, getting us the win against Hop. After beating Hop, we move into Sirchester, the location of our next gym. Big Man Gordy leads with the Barbarcool, who goes down after just one Max Rockfall. Up next is Shucky, who goes down to just one Max Steel Spike. After Shucky is Stonejourner, who after just one Max Steel Spike goes down. Last is Big Man's G-Max Colossal, who goes down to just 2 Rock Slides from Rockruff, getting us the win in our 6th gym badge. After beating Gordy, we go meet with Sonia and Hop at Bob's Your Uncle. Once done at Bob's Your Uncle, Sonia takes us to the Hero's Bath, where Hop and I fight once again. Hop leads with his Double, who after several howls and one Rock Slide goes down. Up next is his Inteleon, who goes down to just one Rock Slide. Next is Pincurchin, who goes down to just one Rock Slide as well. Snorlax comes out, who also goes down to just one Rock Slide. I'm kind of seeing a pattern. Last is Hop's Corviknight, who goes down to just one Rock Slide as well, getting us the win against Hop once again. After beating Hop, we begin our trek towards the next gym location, Spikemuth, and in order to get there, we have to go ice skating. After arriving in Spikemuth, we are blocked out of actually entering when Marnie allows us a way to get in, but only on one condition: if we battle her. Marnie leads with her Liepard, who goes down to just one Howl and one Rock Slide. Next is Scrafty, who goes down to just one Play Rough. After Scrafty is Toxicroak, who goes down to one Rock Slide and one Play Rough. Last is her Moripeka, who goes down to just one Rock Slide, getting us the win in entrance to Spikemuth. After destroying a bunch of goons, we decide to go join a band. In order to do this, we need to beat Piers. Piers leads with the Scrafty, goes down to just one Play Rough. Next is Obstagoon, who after several howls and one Play Rough goes down. Up next is Malamar, who goes down to just one Play Rough. Last but not least is Piers Skuntank, who goes down to just one Play Rough after getting the knockdown and getting us the win against Piers. But technically our Rockruff went down to Aftermath, but since I had to have another Pokemon in order to gym challenge, I'm gonna count it. After defeating Piers, we head back into Hammerlock in order to face off against Raihan. For this gym, since you do have to have 2 Pokemon in order to battle, I decided to just bring another Rockruff into the fray. Raihan leads with Flygon and Gigalith. Since Gigalith is a rock type as well, I decided to just go after Flygon, taking it down with just one Play Rough, while setting up with Howl on the other Rockruff. He decides to bring out Sandaconda next, and after just a few Rock Slides, Gigalith goes down, bringing out the Duraludon. I decide to Dynamax against Duraludon to try and take it out in one shot. After just 2 Max Starfalls, the G-Max Duraludon goes down, leaving just a Sandaconda, who goes down after just 1 Max Starfall, getting us the win against Raihan in our final gym badge. After beating Raihan, we pretty much head straight to Winden, the location of our next big challenge. After arriving in Winden and checking in, we go into our first match against Marnie. Marnie leads with Liepard, who goes down to just one Play Rough. Next is Scrafty, who after just one Howl and one Play Rough goes down. After Scrafty is Toxicroak, who goes down to just one Max Flare. Moripeka goes up next. This Pikachu lookalike goes down to just one Max Starfall. Last but not least is Marnie's G-Max Grimmsnarl, who goes down to just one Max Steel Spike, getting us the win against Marnie. Pretty much immediately after beating Marnie, we head straight into our last fight against Hop. Hop leads with Double. After just 4 Howls and 1 Rock Slide, goes down. Up next is Snorlax, who also goes down to just 1 Rock Slide. Up next, Corviknight, who also goes down to just 1 Rock Slide. Up next is Pincurchin, who goes down to just 1 Max Rockfall. Last is Hop's Inteleon, who goes down to just 1 Max Rockfall, as well as getting us a win against Hop for the final time. After resting up at the hotel and meeting up with Piers, we decide to head to Rose Tower in order to find Leon. After arriving at Rose Tower, we make our way to the top, where we find Rose and Leon talking when we run in to a fight with Oleana. Oleana leads with Frostlass, who after 3 Howls and 1 Rock Slide goes down. Next is Milotic, who goes down to just 1 Rock Slide. After Milotic is Serena, who we Dynamax and use Max Rockfall against, getting the KO against it. After Serena comes Salazzle, who after just 1 Max Rockfall goes down. Last is Oleana's G-Max Garbodor, who just the same as everyone else, goes down to just 1 Max Rockfall, getting us the KO and the win against Oleana. After beating Oleana and speaking with Leon, we head back to the hotel where we sleep. After resting up, we head back to Wyndham Stadium where we begin the final. Our first match of the finals is against none other than Bede. Bede leads with Mawile, who after just 2 Iron Heads goes down. Next is Gardevoir, who I decided to Dynamax and use Max Steel Spike against, taking Gardevoir down in 1 hit. Next is Galarian Rapidash, who just like Gardevoir, goes down in just 1 hit. Last is Bede's G-Max Hatterene, who after just 1 Max Steel Spike goes down, taking down Bede and getting us the win, allowing us to move on into the tourney. The next trainer we're up against is Nessa. Nessa leads with Gliscopod, who after just 1 Rock Slide goes down. Up next is Barraskewda, who goes down to just 1 Thunderfang. After Barraskewda is Seaking, who goes down after just 1 Max Lightning. After Seaking goes Pelipper, who just as easily goes down to 1 Max Lightning. Last but not least is Nessa's G-Max Dreadnought, who just as easily as the rest goes down to just 1 Max Lightning, securing us a win against Nessa. After defeating Nessa, we head back out onto the pitch in order to face B. This time, she leads with Hawlucha, who after just 1 play rough goes down. Up next, Phalanx, who just the same as Hawlucha, goes down to just 1 play rough. Following Phalanx comes Sirfetch'd, who we decided to Dynamax against while using Max Starfall, and after just 1 Max Starfall, the Sirfetch'd goes down. Up next is Grapploct, who just like the several other mons, goes down to just 1 Max Starfall. Last but not least is B's G-Max Machamp, who surprisingly goes down to just 1 Max Starfall, getting us the KO and the win against B. After utterly destroying B, we once again head back out onto the pitch in order to face off against Raihan for the last time. Raihan leads with Torkoal, who after just 1 Rock Slide goes down. Up next is Flygon, who after just 1 play rough also goes down. Following Flygon is Grudra, who also gets taken down by just 1 play rough. Turtonator comes up post Gudra, and after just 2 Howls and 1 Max Rockfall, Turtonator goes down. Last but not least is Raihan's infamous G-Max Durlodon, who after just 1 Max Starfall and 1 play rough goes down, getting us the KO and the win against Raihan. After beating Raihan, we head back out onto the pitch in order to face Leon when we find that Rose is trying to start the Darkest Day. So we head back to Hammerlock Stadium in order to stop him. But before we head there, we head into Slithering Well in order to find the legendary Pokemon. Once having arrived in Hammerlock, we head into the room where Rose stands and we begin our battle. Rose leads with the Scavalier, who easily gets knocked out with 1 Fire Fang. After Scavalier is Ferrothorn, who just as easily gets taken down by 1 Fire Fang. Up next is Berserker, who goes down to just 1 Max Flare. After Berserker is Klinklang, who also goes down to just 1 Max Flare. The last of Rose's Pokemon is Cabrajah, who the chairman Gigantamaxes, allowing us to take it down with just 1 Max Flare, getting us the win against Rose. After defeating Rose, we head to the top of Hammerlock Stadium in order to take on Eternatus. After beating and catching Eternatus, we head back to Winden in order to take on Leon for our final match of the run. Once having arrived back in Winden Stadium, we head onto the pitch in order to face Leon. Leon leads with his Aegislash, who goes down with just 1 Crunch. Up next is Haxorus, who goes down to just 1 play rough. Up next is Seismitoad, who goes down after just 1 play rough as well. Up next is Dragapult, and after just 1 Max Darkness, Dragapult goes down. Following Dragapult is Cinderace, who after just 1 Max Rockfall gets taken down. Last but not least is Leon's Charizard, who after just 1 Max Rockfall goes down, getting us the win and crowning us the champions of Galar. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. To everyone who's in the premiere, shout out to you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Seriously, a lot of time and effort went into this video. And for it to only be 13 minutes long is actually kind of crazy to me because we probably spent a solid over 24 hours total on making this video alone. I spent the last around 7-ish hours editing it. It is currently 8:17 a.m. The day this is supposed to be premiered. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to all the members who made this possible. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video stream, whatever we see you in. Goodbye.